Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, our live weekly wrestling show and the official podcast of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's .cool.
As you can tell by that voice, we do not have our normal co-host, but we are still going to talk about everything that happened in WWE this week, which means we're talking about Raw, we're talking about SmackDown Live, we're talking about tonight's episode of NXT, we're even going to talk a little bit of New Japan, because they had a big show recently. And of course, everything else going on in the world of wrestling. I'm your host, Owen. John is not with us this week, but we have a special guest co-host. It is Robbie Russell.
Hi, I regret to inform everyone that I will not be using the voice I use for the intro because that's very hard to do.
Don't worry about it. See, they're used to having my co-host yelling a whole lot, so having someone talk in a normal voice will be a nice change.
Yeah, I'm real chill for better or worse.
Yep, but we are streaming this live over at Twitch at twitch.tv/ozoneonline and on YouTube. We do not have a fancy URL yet for that, so just search for ProWrestling.Cool and you will find our channel. Robbie, welcome to the show.
Good to be here. I've always wanted to be on something wrestling related.
Well, this is the place to do it because we talk about wrestling and that's pretty much it.
That's good to know.
Well,
good to know.
Sometimes we talk about video games too, which we do at the top of the show.
Well, I didn't sign up for that.
Oh, you don't play the video games?
I mean, if you want to play my hand, I guess I do.
Like what have you been playing anything lately?
Work related or no?
Well, should we let people know where you work?
If we want, sure. Free plug. Hi, I work for Harmonix by Drop Mix. It's great. Also, Rock Band's pretty cool.
I don't know. I didn't say you could plug shit. I just said you could say where you work.
Well, you didn't stop me, asshole.
Well, you just kept steamrolling. So now you owe us some money.
Well, technically, I just used copyrighted language on your stream, so you owe me money.
Oh, snap. Use the law against me. I hate that.
Heel turn.
That's what you say on the show. You say heel turn whenever you do something really shady.
Oh, I didn't know that part, but all right.
That is actual thing that we do on the show. Whenever we go down a dark road, you just get out of it by saying heel turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm already doing great.
See, you're already in the branding. It's perfect.
Take that, Oscar.
Damn, shots fired. Because I believe Oscar was the last time we had a guest co-host when John was out, and people should go back and listen to that episode. It is magical.
Surprised it wasn't the last time.
I mean, it has been so far.
Oh.
So there you go.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's been a while for the Heel Turn podcast because the holidays happened and we were not broadcasting live. Instead, we were doing our best and worst of 2017. Robbie, did you check out any of that stuff on the website?
I'm going to be an asshole and say no.
Hey, as long as you're honest.
Yep.
Yes, people should go check those out. We have all the results up on the website along with the Liberation podcast where it was me, John, and our special correspondent, Mistaken, chatting for 3 to 4 hours about all the good and bad things in wrestling. It's quite incredible.
That's how you pronounce his name.
Mistaken?
I always said Mystikin.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
I am learning so much tonight. Sorry, Mistaken.
It's cool. I mean, that's why on his streams he says mistakes were made and spells it with the Y.
That shows just how much I pay attention to all of you, I guess.
Wow.
I'm a busy man. I'm sorry.
That's all good. Well, see, look, you're on my show right now, so you're paying attention a little bit because you have.
Yeah, it's 2018. New
year, new Robbie.
Something like that.
And surprisingly, wrestling might actually be good this year so far.
We're 10 days in. Let's not jinx it.
Well, it's the road to WrestleMania. It's always a good time.
Yeah, I mean, last I checked, last year's best WWE match also came in January, so...
I mean, according to our website, that's not true at all, because our match of the year was the War Games match.
Oh, see, I'm still all about that Dun V bait.
That was pretty good.
pretty good.
I don't think that was in January, was it? That was that takeover.
I could be wrong.
That was a takeover
All
Chicago.
All the months are a blur where I come from.
Yeah, that was takeover Chicago.
Oh,
which was in May.
Cool. Already fact checking me. Look, guys.
It's my job.
That's fair.
Professional. But yeah, you should check all that stuff out on the website. It's a lot of podcasts. It'll take you a while, but between the last time we were live, a big event happened in Japan called Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Ooh.
Did you watch that live?
I didn't watch it live, but because of the old bomb cyclone, I was stuck at home all day and watched it then.
Nice.
So I watched it like 5 hours after it was live.
Nice. Yeah. See, with the bomb cyclone, I knew that was coming, so I just like went to bed as soon as I got back from work, and then woke up at 2:00 and watched it until like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning when it ended.
Yeah, I tried to do work at home, and then I was like, never mind. I'm just gonna watch the WrestleMen beat each other up. And that's more.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show, and if people do not check out the website, we announced this week that we're gonna start covering New Japan in a more sense than we were, as in we only talked about it at the end of the year.
All right.
Yeah, so
well, that's something that I will definitely be interested in, because guess who doesn't have time to watch wrestling 4 days a week?
See, it's my job. I'm forced to against my will.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate life that I live, but hey, it's a living.
You're doing God's work.
I'm doing someone's work. Not sure
you're
if
doing
it's God's.
You're doing your work. You're getting paid for it.
Exactly. But yeah, our friend Trace Evans has joined us as our New Japan correspondent, and he and I co-wrote a review for Wrestle Kingdom 12, which you can find on the website. But I want to get your thoughts on the show. What did you think of Wrestle Kingdom 12?
It was great. It's the first like full-scale New Japan thing that I've actually watched in like as a whole. I usually just pick out matches, and they have a really, really solid grasp of just like old school storytelling that America as a whole, I would venture to guess, has just completely lost track of. Mm-hmm. Like the thing that I was most in awe about, like, yeah, some of the matches were incredible, but storytelling was like the forefront of it all. Even in the Battle Royale, which I was told was just like a traditional match that happens all the time on the pre-show that's a bit of a throwaway that you can ignore, like there was still the storytelling of like do spoilers matter?
I mean, it's already happened. You can go for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but there was the story of the cancer survivor showing up and winning. Like even something like that. Like that's good, solid babyface storytelling 101. Like he triumphed the greatest adversity. Mm-hmm. And like, what was the hair versus hair match? Because I'm blanking on names right now.
That was Suzuki versus Hiroki Goto.
That was probably the best old school heel versus old school face comeback storytelling I've seen in years.
Yeah, I like that match. I think was one of my favorite hair versus hair matches I've ever seen.
It's probably my favorite hair versus hair match. Granted, I don't really. That's not a stipulation I've ever cared about.
I've seen a hair versus hair match in person.
Oh.
Because I went to WrestleMania 20.
All right. Oh, no. No.
Yep.
No.
That's the one where Molly Holly got her head shaved.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Cool. I'm blanking on WrestleMania numbers 2.
Which one were you thinking of?
Sorry. Anytime I hear hair versus hair in WrestleMania, I think Battle of the Billionaires.
No. That was in Detroit.
Thank God.
That was Detroit. Yeah. That was WrestleMania 23.
Okay. See, you are way better at remembering numbers than me, and I'm glad that's a thing.
It is my job to do this.
Yep. I forget that the Shield was 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So that's my life.
And the Attitude Era was a couple decades ago.
I get that part. The 90s as a whole is easy to remember.
Yeah. Some people try to still think it was recent. It was. long time ago.
Yeah. Back on the New Japan front, though, how about that Fatal 4-Way?
That was my match of the night. It was
Same.
Incredible.
It was like, I know modern wrestling seems to be up in a tizzy about quote unquote spot fest, but I think that match nailed the perfect balance between obvious spots and just like flat out good like storytelling and ring psychology.
Yeah, and the beautiful part about that match was that all 4 men were involved at all times. Like, it wasn't, we're gonna take a nap on the outside and do.
Yeah, it wasn't a WWE match for Fatal 4-Ways. Everyone did something.
Yeah,
and if anyone was taking a nap, they would all take a nap in the middle of the ring. So
they were all dead.
Yep.
And also Marty Scurll grew wings, and it was bananas.
It was beautiful.
Did you know he built those himself?
No.
He sure did.
How?
He was backstage tinkering with a bunch of mechanical shit, and he made it himself.
Jesus. How?
He's a villain.
Why are modern wrestlers so like secretly smart in other things these days? I don't understand.
They're all
How
a
do
bunch
they
of
have the
nerds.
time?
Bunch of nerds now.
Jeez. Speaking of nerds who are really good at other things outside of wrestling, Kenny Omega, my favorite wrestler.
Oh, you mean ProWrestling.Cool's 2017 Male Superstar of the Year?
I'm not even surprised because he earned it and then some. Gonna first off call out that he is looking rather ravishing and dashing in that beautiful Osiris cosplay with that wonderful vigilance wing, but not to avoid copyright.
One-winged vigilance.
Yes, the one winged vigilance one winged angel. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't want anyone to ever tell me again that only WWE has a monopoly on special ring entrances, because nope.
Yeah, because the thing was, for our one of our awards every year is best special entrance, and we had trouble coming up with some for last year, and we had absolutely 0 nominated for WrestleMania because WrestleMania had no good entrances.
They were so dumb,
right?
That's when you just vote Rusev's tank entrance again or something.
It won the year that it happened, so I'd be for it. But yeah, this show had several.
Yeah, Cody's fancy super duper villain attire with his. I later found out on Twitter he intentionally made it Breath of the Wild inspired.
Of course it is. He's a Zelda nerd.
Yeah, he's the other giant nerd of the wrestling industry. Sorry, Xavier, you're also one of them, but
and Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny, Xavier, Cody. They're like the top 3.
Cesaro's also kind of a nerd. He's still playing like a ton of Clash Royale.
Yeah, but I think I also heard him once say that he refuses to buy a console because he knows what will happen. So
well, he has a Switch, so it's fine.
Everybody has a Switch these days.
It's true.
Yeah. But yeah, as a whole, New Japan was great, and I definitely will just keep watching throughout the year.
Yeah, what happened was last year I subscribed to the New Japan World for Wrestle Kingdom, and then I just canceled it, and I was like, that's good. I saw the big show of the year. But
yeah,
with the focus now on the site that we're going to start covering New Japan more, since they're kind of aiming toward the American audience more, with the whole U.S. title and having the show in California again this year. We're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to watch a bunch of the shows, follow along, and be educated on it. And I'm excited about it. It's something new.
Yeah, there's a lot I need to learn about New Japan still. Like, how do their tag team rules work? But I'm ready to take that wild ride.
I see the rule is you just pull out infinite water bottles and spin them at the crowd.
Yeah, where did he get all those water bottles from?
He had a magical coat, like Felix's bag. He just keeps pulling them out. It's infinite water bottles.
Man, Japan is a magical place.
It truly is. I mean, they have the Rainmaker. He makes money fly from the ceiling.
He makes cameras spontaneously run.
True. I mean, would you run away from the Rainmaker?
I'd probably run away from a wrestling ring, if we're being honest.
True.
Not really cut out for that. Don't try this at home.
Yes, I've only competed in a match once. And I think I'm good.
I got drunk once and did it was a celebrity costume party that everyone got drunk and turned into a celebrity deathmatch party. And
Deathmatch, great.
Yep, I got speared through a table.
Oh my God, like
in somebody's living room.
A gimmicked one or an actual table?
Oh no, it was a real table.
Oh God, no.
It's okay because I RKO'd somebody on the kitchen floor. That also hurt.
What the hell is this party?
I did a lot of dumb things in college.
I think we all did, to be fair.
Some more than others.
Nice. Yeah, for sure. Also, Johnny Viral in the Twitch chat is informing you that he does not have a Switch. So you are incorrect.
Oh, yo, shout out to Johnny Viral. We were the former Torg Team champions and Borderlands 2.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I miss you, boo-boo.
Oh, that's so sweet. Have a little reunion here.
Yeah. Okay. Not even the 25th anniversary yet.
Nope. Do you have any other thoughts on Wrestle Kingdom 12?
Ooh, I mean, we could do an entire show about Wrestle Kingdom 12, but it's also not like super fresh in my mind.
Yeah, we have to talk
and we got other things. And I tried to give you that perfect Raw seg, and you just...
Well, no, because we're not talking about Raw next. We have a news segment after this.
Oh, all right. See, I don't know how any of this works.
Well, usually we do the news first, but I wanted to get to New Japan just to dip your feet into our wrestling talk.
All right. Yeah, hit me with that news.
But first, I want to let people know that if they want to read my thoughts on Wrestle Kingdom 12, I wrote half of the review that is over at ProWrestling.Cool. And now, I'm going to hit the jingle, and we're going to head into the news segment. All right, Robbie, you ready for some news?
I didn't know you had a jingle. I'm glad I didn't talk.
Yep. Most people do not know there's a jingle, but there is.
All right.
The news segment is literally the only segment on the show where we have a jingle.
All right, good to know. Hit me with that jingle. I mean, news.
Hey, I'm not playing the jingle again, but I will tell you that if you were checking Twitter today, Cody Rhodes tweeted out an interesting image for the All In show that he is helping put together, and a date of September 1st.
Ooh.
Did you see this?
I did not see this tweet. Twitter is very hard to keep track of at work, but September 1st, that's after a certain person's contract expires, right?
Something like that.
Huh.
It's very interesting, but yeah, he was not the only person to tweet out this image, which was, for everyone, it was just an image of themselves with the All In logo and the date. Aside from Cody, the Young Bucks tweeted this out. They're going to be there.
Grass is green.
Kenny Omega is going to be there.
Sky is blue.
Marty Scurll is going to be there.
Birds fly.
Hangman Page.
I'm running out of things to say about this.
And Stephen Amell.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
The Arrow himself. He's going to be there.
Yeah. All right. I can understand that one.
I've seen him wrestle a match.
Yeah. Best celebrity match? Probably.
I know. I think my best Vine I ever did was when I was at ringside for that match and did a Vine of him jumping off the top rope to the floor.
He committed to the bit.
People apparently like the Stephen Amell guy, so...
No, he treated the business with respect. That's all you can ask for most times.
Exactly. That was my favorite part about that whole thing, was that he was an actual fan who put in the work and actually was knew what was happening and did a great job.
Yep. Not often you see a celebrity sell.
He also, Barrett was beating the shit out of him for realsies to make sure he was selling.
Oh, well, that will do it.
Because in person, when he was on the side, you could see all the welts on his back.
All right.
It was great.
But yeah, September 1st. Did they confirm an arena or anything?
That's only a date.
Okay.
And only a few names.
All right,
More
I can dig
details
it.
to come.
That slow trickle.
My guess would be Chicago. Because that way you could get a certain former wrestler to show up.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy he claims he's the best in the world. Love Chicago.
I'm blanking here.
Former WWE champion.
There's a lot of those.
He was the longest reigning WWE champion for a while, and then The Rock beat him.
That I
That narrows it down.
know.
That narrows it down quite a bit.
Where are we going with this?
The Cookie Monster guy.
Hold on. I don't know why I checked my watch to figure this out, but I guess it's just clobbering time or something.
It might be. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I have no information on if any of that. That's just rumors. Just people.
That man does have a certain cult of personality to him, I guess.
Oh boy. Well, let's move on from that news to talk about some bad news. Because the Joe guy, the Samoan Joe, he got injured on Monday.
Yep, he sure did.
Yeah, he had during his match with Rhino, something popped in his right foot, and he is getting an MRI done to figure out what the fuck happened.
So upsetting, because I would have loved to see how they were going to pull off him and Bailey in the mixed match tournament.
I needed it. I needed that team. I
was so ready
Joe
for it.
to embrace the power of hugs. Not meant to be.
Man, did you want to reveal the good news about that injury though?
There's no good news.
There was somewhat good news.
What's the good news out of this? What could possibly be good out of Samoa Joe being hurt and might not be in the Royal Rumble?
He'll make it for WrestleMania.
Well, it depends on the injury.
Oh,
we don't. Again, MRI. We don't know if he's gonna be out for months, if he's gonna be out for a few weeks. It's unsure. I don't have anything to report as of right now, but my gut would say he's just out for a couple weeks.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, especially with the John Cena tease, given the deep wrestling lore of Samoa Joe and John Cena, I would love to see them clash, especially on a stage like WrestleMania.
I don't think they would wrestle at WrestleMania. I think that is I forget which one Raw has, if it's Elimination Chamber or Fastlane.
A boy can dream.
But that's where I think they would clash. Because you know the rumor for John Cena for WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Undertaker's never retiring. It doesn't matter how many times he leaves his hat in the ring. He's never retiring.
I wish he would.
Oh,
It is getting physically uncomfortable to watch that man destroy himself for our entertainment.
It's true. I saw his last good WrestleMania match. That was WrestleMania 29 against the Chicago Man.
Yes. The chipmunk guy.
Chicago Steve. That's it.
Yep.
So we're going to wish Joe a speedy recovery. Hope he doesn't miss too much time. And he gets to beat the shit out of John Cena. Everyone wants to see that.
Or anyone, I guess. Like, you're really good at beating the shit out of people. Please just come back and resume shit beating.
And yelling at people. Because he's really good at the yelling.
But very eloquently yelling.
Oh yeah, that's what makes him so dangerous. He's very well spoken and very dangerous.
Did not expect to hear the phrase Pyrrhic victory on Raw, ever.
Well, now you have. The Samoan poet.
That's a good face turn.
Mm-hmm.
Team up with Aiden English.
No, he's busy with another big scary man.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But since he said face turn, we can turn this around and talk about some good news.
Ooh.
Because The Miz came back this week on Raw.
I missed him. I mizzed him.
I wish you didn't say that, but you did. But he didn't just come back to say he's going after the Intercontinental Championship. He also announced that he has a new show coming to the USA Network later this year, and it is titled Ms. and Mrs.
And I am so ready for this.
Right?
Oh, God. So the minute I saw that article, I grabbed my phone and I texted my girlfriend, who is like in love with shitty reality TV, but also watches wrestling with me now because I guess I'm really good at tricking people into doing that. And she fucking loves The Miz and can't understand why anyone would see him as a bad guy. And I'm just like, Alyssa, you know that really dumb reality TV show called Chrisley, whatever the fuck, that shows up on wrestling?
Yeah, Chrisley.
We're gonna get that, but The Miz. And she's like, oh my god, when does it start?
Starts later this year. Also, Johnny Viral in the Twitch chat says, I can't tell if it's sarcasm in your voice, apathy. And the answer is, there's no sarcasm. He's legitimately excited about this. I
am super fucking excited. I love The Miz. I love watching him. I love hearing him.
I love Maurice. He's great.
Maurice is wonderful. The Miz is like, he deserves that Superstar of the Year award from Rolling Stone because nobody worked harder than him. I'm sorry, Dean. I love you to death, but nobody worked harder than The Miz to make the WWE relevant in 2017.
I don't know. Two of our runners up were pretty strong candidates, with them being Braun Strowman and AJ Styles.
I mean, don't make me decide between The Miz and Braun Strowman. I won't sleep tonight if I have to do that.
Fair enough. We'll drop that for now. But I will tell you that the Miz and Maurice show will be 6 half-hour episodes, and it's going to focus on them becoming parents.
It'll be great because I won't have to watch Total Divas to get my favorite part of Total Divas, which is Mike and Maurice.
Really? It's not Alexa and Nia?
Nope, because if there's one thing I did learn from that show randomly being on sometimes, it's that the only sensible diva on that show, strangely enough, is Carmella.
Huh. I like Carmella.
She's super adult on that show. Shame about everyone else, Natalia.
Wow, shots fired. Oh, you heard the news about that Carmella in the mixed match challenge, right?
Yup, dreams do come true.
Oh man, I'm so excited that she had to eat those 100 pancakes to join the New Day.
Man.
Wrestling is good sometimes.
Is that all it takes to join the New Day? Just eat 100 pancakes? Because IHOP's doing endless pancakes literally right now. We could all join the New Day.
I mean, have you ever eaten 100 pancakes?
Have I ever tried?
Because let me tell you something. It's not easy at all.
All right. Counterpoint. A wise man once said, if you can believe, you can achieve. Do you know who that man was?
Was it Enzo?
It was Goku.
Oh, close enough.
He saved the world a few times, so I think he knows.
They both have fucked up, spiky yellow hair, so it's close enough.
One of them's blue sometimes.
It's blue?
Oh, yeah, that is another talk for another show.
Okay, I don't even want to get into it. Anime is fucking crazy.
Wrestling is anime.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get my fix with that when I have the pre-show with Rhythm Bastard, where he tries to tell me how great Tiger Mask W is, and I'm like, it's anime. I'm good.
It's pretty all right. Actual New Japan wrestlers show up.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Let's look at some other news we got here. I'm guessing no one noticed that Triple H was not at SmackDown because he doesn't show up on the television.
Yeah, but I did hear something about where he might have been.
Oh, there's no might have, because TMZ caught him.
Oh, okay. So this is going where I think it's going.
This is confirmed. He was having dinner with Ronda Rousey and her agent. Yep. And what's great is that the TMZ reporter asked Ronda about what it was all about, and her answer was she likes fine dining.
Yeah,
and then just
she has learned the business well.
Kayfabe is real.
Good job. Rule number 1.
I look forward to seeing her in a couple weeks, where she wins that Royal Rumble.
And goes on to face Asuka, because sorry, Alexa, you're losing that belt.
I'm telling you, I would pay like actual pay-per-view money to Asuka versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. I have a slight feeling that they're gonna do like Ronda versus Charlotte or something, but Asuka versus Ronda would be like, that's like the female equivalent of a good old fashioned Haas versus Haas right there.
Like
they'll beat the shit out of each other.
It's like the legitimate, UFC fighter, essential Brock Lesnar of the women's division against like the Undertaker of the women's division, with Asuka having this huge undefeated streak. It's huge. It writes itself. Let's do it.
If we want to break that streak, I'll allow that one.
And I appreciate Johnny's comment in the chat saying, I won't be mad at Ronda if she isn't a fucking part-timer like goddamn Brock.
Yep. I can get behind that.
Did you know it's been like almost a year that the Universal title has been on a part-timer?
Yeah.
Between him and Goldberg.
Yep. There's reasons why that main event scene's stale.
And there's a reason that The Miz talked about the Intercontinental title being the best belt instead of the part-timer championship.
Yeah. Case in point, they had to actually put the Intercontinental title on somebody while The Miz was gone.
True. We'll talk about that segment, because that part was weird to me.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. But I got one more bit of news before we head into the Raw discussion. And I don't think you've seen this one.
All right.
You don't check the Twitter. But Woken Matt Hardy tweeted something interesting.
Oh, I did see this one, I think.
Where his fight with the Owl of Anthem seems to be over.
Yeah, a lot of talk vowels today. But this is the owl relevant to wrestling, so...
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that other owl. Or that other owl.
Well, there's too many owls in my life, apparently. But
clearly.
But yeah, I did see that, and honestly, I'm good for them. I like when wrestling disputes end with a happy ending, because yeah,
right.
We don't need that shit.
Well, the good thing about this is that hopefully it leads to Woken Matt Hardy being more than the guy that laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be the guy with the Senor Benjamin and the drone.
Getting real tired of that laughing thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the person that goes to show someone something really funny or cool on the internet, and it's like 30 minutes long, and like 5 minutes in, you can tell they're bored, and you're just like, no, wait, it gets really good, I promise. That's my life right now with Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah, that's a pretty apt summary of it there. But yeah, we'll talk about Matt Hardy in a second, because we're gonna transition into the Raw discussion, because Monday Night Raw had a pretty eventful episode this week. You know, the first thing we need to talk about before anything else.
Fuck the order. Hell, hit me with it.
Fuck the order of the show. We need to talk about Braun Strowman.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, the boy is back in town. I tell you what.
Let me tell you something. The boy never left.
Oh god, yeah. Don't
Get
call it a
these hands, motherfucker. Get these hands.
I don't even care. Like, I know I asked on Twitter what is WWE production even doing with the grappling hook, but no, like, I don't fucking care. That was worth it.
Braun Strowman can summon anything he wants.
It's a crying shame there's no main event, because Braun just killed 2 men, but It was worth it.
I wasn't looking forward to the match anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck it. Just give the belt to the grappling hook, the real MVP of this entire program.
There you go. But here's the thing: triple threat matches are no disqualification.
It's true.
He could use the grappling hook and knock
if
down
he
the lady.
Pulls a fucking grappling hook out in that match, I swear to God, I will elect wrestling for president.
He just what he does is he throws it up and then he swings off the grappling hook and kicks somebody. That's what he has to do.
New finisher.
Yeah. Like he has to have the grappling hook for his finisher. That's amazing.
Man.
Yeah, if anyone didn't see the segment, fucking look it up. It's amazing. Kane and Brock Lesnar were backstage, and then Braun Strowman showed out of nowhere and then said, "Hey, check out this grappling hook. Also, I'm going to throw these production trunks at you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Screw putting your hands up to protect yourself. You're dead now."
Like, I was already holy shitting at him just effortlessly lifting that gigantic production box, because I used to move those around for my job. That box alone was like around 85 to 100 pounds, and he just picked it up like a small child and then threw it like an even smaller child.
The best part is he threw them and they couldn't get their hands up in time. They just got fucking
like they got mollywopped by a fucking production box.
And then the giant scaffolding thing got brought down by the grappling hook.
Yeah, and those aren't exactly like light either.
Like, we could tell, yes, they had stuff in the way so it would land on that and not on the wrestlers. But it's still fucking cool that it happens.
Like, the spectacle of Braun Strowman is probably the only reason I tune into Raw every week. And if he's going to keep doing cool shit like that, I will tune into Raw every single week. Job well done, take my money.
Yeah, like, I'm the SmackDown editor for this site, but I tune in for Brock. Fuck it. I'll set aside time on my Monday nights for for Braun Strowman. That's what I meant. I meant Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Their names are similar. How dare they?
Braun and Joe. That's all I really tuned into Raw for. And right now, it's all you, Braun.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you should check that out. Paul Heyman's reaction sold it.
The most concerned parent of all reactions. It was great.
Like, Paul's reactions to anything makes things. Like the match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, the cutting to Paul during that was magical. This here, like, whenever the camera cuts to Paul Heyman during a match and he reacts, it's just solid gold. Great.
Paul Heyman reacts are like the one thing in wrestling that still feels real.
I just need a folder of GIFs of Paul Heyman reactions, and that'll be how I tweet from now on.
Maybe that'll be my 2018 hobby.
Collecting GIFs of Paul Heyman.
Yeah, why not?
Put that shit on a Google Drive and share it with me. I need that.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
Now we're talking. Let's talk about what else happened on Raw aside from that super cool shit.
The rest of it.
How about Enzo Amore having a crimson mask?
Yeah, I know we were both trying to figure out what the hell happened there. Did you, by some chance, figure out what the hell happened there?
Yeah, Cedric kicked him in the head.
Okay, yep, that sounds about right.
It landed straight on his eyebrow and cut him open. It was bad.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Like he had to get stitches for it.
Yeah, like I tuned out because I don't give a shit about an Enzo Amore championship match, but
I only give a shit about one Enzo championship.
Yep. We can get to that because I'm in there. I'm here for you. I want that to happen too. But I turned my head to like look at something on my computer and grab a drink or something, and I turn around and his face is just covered in blood. I'm like, what the fuck? What did you do, Cedric?
That happened to me too. I also did not look when it happened.
Yeah, like that's the downside of like stuff like that. It's very blink and you miss it, and every I just seem to blink, I guess. But yeah, we can skip that part. We can skip the I'm glad that his ankle. I'm glad that was a work because man, Enzo's a really really good seller. That's
Are you sure it's a work?
I'm gonna say it's a work.
I mean,
I
I
feel
think
like it is.
he legit like tweaked it. I don't think it's an injury that'll keep him out of action, but I do think
Yeah,
he was like in tears and in backstage, and I think that was a combination of his face being destroyed and his ankle being hurt.
yeah. I mean, I will retract my statement and say I'm glad he's not injured because one, I want to see what you want to see, and two, I I don't care how much I hate a guy, I don't want to see him get hurt.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
for people who don't know what we want is we want Drew Gulak to become the cruiserweight champion in his hometown at the Royal Rumble.
I am all about this. Gulak is the I don't know if I should call him the shining star of the
You can't
cruiserweights
use
because
that
you
word. Don't
can't
use.
use it. It's copyrighted.
No, it just has bad things attached to it.
That too. He is he is the beacon of the cruiserweight division, but he's also like the only reason to tune into the cruiserweight division right now. Like even Hideo Itami fell flat, and then he murdered Brian Kendrick's face, and that's not going to go well.
And now he's stuck in this feud with Jack Gallagher, who has fallen off completely since he turned heel.
Yep. At least he dresses nice.
Yeah, it only gets you so far though.
Yeah. So that's my last job.
Yeah, but Drew Gulak did win an award on ProWrestling.Cool for best new gimmick.
Oh, I wonder who got him that.
That wasn't hard. That wasn't just me. Everyone else.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on. The signs, the siren, the PowerPoints, it's all lovely.
Yeah, by all accounts, he's also just a really nice person.
He is. That's the thing with Philadelphians. They get a bad rap, but they're actually pretty good people.
Well, if you live in a place bad enough.
See, it molds you.
Yeah. And that's my one. I won't talk shit about your city for the rest of the show.
That's cool. Cool. I'm used to it. I do the show with a New Yorker. I'm used to it.
Oh, well, that's. Nope. I'm not gonna talk negatively about anyone's hometown.
It's fine. New York is a bad place too.
You both suck.
Yeah, you suck too. It's fine. We're all in agreement that everyone else sucks except for them.
I'm here for my work. I have no allegiance to Boston.
There you go. It's even better. The Boston's bad too.
Boston's fine.
But Boston's
it's not bad.
Their roads are
like
terrible.
it's not a good city.
No,
it's not a bad city.
I'm not.
But it is the city.
Get the fuck out of here. The Roman.
All right, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
The Roman Reigns of cities. Fucking Boston.
It's
there
apt.
You go. There's your slogan now. Fuck you.
Our town motto is actually ooh-wah.
I believe it. What is that? Is that Samoan for something? The deep Samoan heritage of Boston?
I think it's actually Samoan for Go Pats.
You can't see. I'm just shaking my head.
I don't like the Patriots, so it's fine.
Neither do I, and we do not need to go into that on this show.
Yep.
But we can talk about The Miz now, and his promo, which had some weird stuff in it.
I want to hear your thoughts first on this.
Him talking about having to have the belt on the show so he could film his movie was a very weird line to say as a character in kayfabe.
I mean, his character is also I am a movie star, so it makes sense.
It's still weird to say I care about this belt so much, but I'm gonna lose it on purpose, so I go to the movie.
He didn't say lose. He said he let Roman borrow it.
Yeah, it just came off weird to me. That's just. How do you feel about it?
I mean, we're in the era of the smart mark. Like everyone knows why he lost the belt. Everyone knows what he was doing. We like why hide it? Just play into it.
But see, the problem is if you go too far into it, then you become Impact, where they just like they say marks and shit out and talk about going against the script. It's just bad. It's Vince Russo.
I mean, a couple months ago we had John Cena call out Roman Reigns for not knowing how to do a promo. So
yeah, I didn't like that either.
I love that shit.
I liked it in the moment, but then when you thought about it, we had a whole bunch of stuff on the website about why that was a real bad thing. But in the moment, it was great. But
yeah, I mean,
in the context of a wrestling show, not so.
The industry is protected where it counts, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm okay with little micro moments like that. Like there still is something that you need to kayfabe. And there still are things that I consider to be acceptable knowledge. Like knowing The Miz went off to film a movie after he lost his title is fine. That also explains why he didn't immediately come out the next week and demand a rematch, because he had something else he had to do first.
True.
Also, he came back with that fly-ass haircut, and that alone was enough to make me forgive everything.
Hair goals.
Yep.
I care.
It's like WrestleMania 27 all over again.
No, we don't need to talk about WrestleMania 7.
No, we do not. But we can talk about The Miz's hair in 27.
Okay, well, that I'll give you. His hair was on point.
Everything else was that package, that opening video package for The Miz.
But then everything afterward, not so much.
And that's our WrestleMania 27 coverage.
That's when the show ended.
Yep.
Kind of like how WrestleMania 20 ended after Undertaker versus Kane.
Yep.
I can't believe they actually did a video where they recapped the show, and that's actually how they ended it with Undertaker and Kane. So stupid. WWE. But yeah, The Miz is going to get his Intercontinental Championship match at Raw 25.
Yep.
And
which
he better win.
I mean, he's gonna win. Roman can't carry all that weight with him into the Royal Rumble.
You don't know that. Give him all the belts. We'll win the tag belts too. Fuck it.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't have him win the tag belts by himself yet.
That'll be the Raw before WrestleMania.
I mean, that's why I said yet, because I don't put it past this point.
I'm telling you, that'll be the Raw before WrestleMania. He's gonna win the tag belts too, and then he'll have all the belts.
By beating the shit out of Jason Jordan while Seth Rollins just shakes his head like a concerned grandmother.
I'm not gonna have the belts by then. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
The bar will have him for like the 50th time.
Yep, and then Cesaro will get pinned for like the 50th time. And I will cry for like the 50th time.
Yeah, Roman's gonna pin them both at the same time. Gotta look strong.
Yeah.
Come on.
He'll stack one on top of the other and then pin them. Which for some reason never counts as the guy underneath getting like the pin. But all right.
But they're on the same team. That's not how that works. Can't pin your own teammate.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But what else happened on Raw? Oh, I'm gonna read you word for word what I wrote in the notes for this one, and then you need to answer me.
Okay.
Why the fuck did Titus Worldwide beat the Bar?
Am I supposed to have an answer?
I mean, you could say I have no fucking clue. That's an acceptable answer.
For the kids?
What?
For I don't know. Titus is clearly for like he's dad of the year. Maybe he did it for his kids.
I thought maybe he's a did for people power. And
maybe
Raw 25, John Laurinaitis is going to join Titus Worldwide.
Like if you want a real answer, maybe they're gonna shoehorn them into a triple threat at the last minute. But
all
I don't know.
Matches must have 3 participants now.
But between like Titus Worldwide pinning the fucking Bar and that multi-segment oddly competitive match between Bray Wyatt and Apollo Crews the other week, maybe they're trying to build them and make them like viable competitors for 2018 because roster depth is still an issue.
I like Johnny Viral in the chat's answer, and that is because the bar has outlived their usefulness. Creative.
Yeah, that's probably also true, which sucks because they're like one of the two good tag teams you have on Raw.
You know what I will
I guess
Hmm?
I was gonna say 3 because the revival, but then I remember that Dean Ambrose is not here and Jason Jordan doesn't exist. So yeah, no 2.
Yeah. You know what I do like about Tice Worldwide though is Dana Brooke as the inner weird stats gimmick.
Keeps her out of the ring and gives her some quality character. No complaints here.
I'm into it. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's great. She's doing well. I'm glad they found something for her to do that isn't botch.
I mean, she had hope when Emma was around, but now that she's non-existent, there's no hope for her.
Pour one out for Emma.
Yeah. Johnny also says, as a tag team mark, I hate the lack of tag team wrestling. It's the worst. It's been the worst for years. And I say, you're not watching SmackDown.
I was about to say, have you considered SmackDown the only show that matters for tag team wrestling?
SmackDown is the land of opportunity.
The house that tag teams built.
The house that the Usos and the New Day built.
Yep.
Man, they carried SmackDown for quite a while during the summer.
Good thing they finally found 2 more teams.
You mean the Chad Gable? Oh wait, no, there's 3 teams. What are you talking about? The Bludgeon Brothers.
No, I'm not allowing that.
Bludgeon
right
Brothers.
Give them time.
Fun fact, I don't have them in the notes, so we're not going to be talking about the Bludgeon Brothers this week.
Oh, I'm not complaining there.
Because there's really nothing to say aside from they beat the Ascension. Fucking duh.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Raw.
Yeah.
What
else happened in Raw?
Matt Hardy got his sweet music. But still the Hardy Boys graphics.
And called them out on Twitter for it.
Did he really? I didn't see that.
Yep. In typical Matt Hardy fashion, he called that out in character and ensured that it would never happen again. Like almost insinuating that he was going to hunt down the person responsible and personally delete him.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited to see what the graphics are going to be.
It's just going to be that stupid Woken image that they've been using.
I hope not. Come on. Let him actually go into Sony Vegas and put together his own film.
I mean, on that token, let him also have his wife play him out to the stage, because I personally did not care for that music at all.
I liked it because it started with the piano stuff and then he yelled deletes and then it went to the crazy rock and I liked it. It's fun.
I'm also not a fan of wrestlers' theme songs having like audio clips of them saying things in their theme.
And how about this? How about a person who's not them screaming at the top of their lungs to burn it down?
See, I personally have nothing against that because it fits Seth Rollins' character both in and out of the business.
Excuse me? It fits Randy Orton much more. He's the guy who literally burned down the house.
Yeah, and Seth Rollins burned down the Shield with a chair. A metal chair that wasn't on fire.
The chair was not on fire.
It wasn't on fire. That's how good he is at burning things down.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't even need fire. Let it burn.
All right, if you say so. I still think Randy Orton should have gotten the burn it down thing.
Yeah. I mean, Randy Orton should also get a retirement paycheck at this point, but that's also for SmackDown.
No, it's fine. He's the Undertaker of SmackDown now. He just shows up whenever the authority figure needs someone to get beat up.
Wish he would show up in a barbershop and shave that mangy head.
Ow. Shots fired.
I've got feelings.
You got feelings about hair.
I sure do.
But yeah, Matt Hardy beat Kurt Hawkins because I don't know why.
New character, new totem pole to start from, I guess. I don't fucking know.
And then he just laughed at Bray Wyatt for like an uncomfortable amount of time, and that's it.
So, fun story about that. I had a friend that was there live for that. Johnny Viral knows this person.
Okay.
And they had no audio in the crowd for that.
Oh, that's
so
great.
They just saw both of them stare at each other uncomfortably. And he actually like tweeted out to people trying to figure out what the hell was happening for those at home.
See, what you should have done is you should have started a kiss chant.
Would have been a good time to bring back the Hug It Out.
Oh man, that's how this ends, and Bray Wyatt joins the Woken Warriors. That'd be kind of okay because his character sucks right now.
I half expect this to end in them being a tag team. Honestly, what else is Bray doing?
Did you know that Bray Wyatt won ProWrestling.Cool's Worst Superstar of the Year?
Not surprised. Sadly, it's not really his fault either.
That's kind of his fault. He had bad matches too.
I would have bad matches too if I was handed awful story after awful story after awful story. You gotta love what you do.
Hey, Breezango were handed a whole bunch of shit and they turned it into gold.
Yeah, but they're also
Rusev.
They're golden characters. Also,
I
don't know. Rusev is like an anomaly.
Yeah, he was stuck with all that. Remember, he was stuck losing the Randy Orton nonstop, and then all of a sudden he just had it in English one day and said Rusev Day, and boom, now he's the most over babyface on the show.
On the entire roster.
All
of WWE.
In all of professional wrestling.
Basically.
Every day is Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
I'm excited for the Rusev Rumble.
Can't wait to see what happens at Rusev Mania.
Is there a poster out there for the Rumble? Because if there is one with the typical everybody on it, someone needs to Photoshop it with it all being Rusev and be the Rusev
Both
Rumble.
Rumbles, by the way. Actually, wait, no. Give one to Rusev. Make everyone in the other one.
One Lana, yeah. There you go. Perfect. So, what else have we got here? I got one more thing for Raw if you want to talk about it.
I mean, it's the only other noteworthy like good thing about Raw this week. So hit me with it.
It's a Balor Club, man.
Yep. Thank God they're giving that poor boy something to do.
Like that's the thing. Like, since you haven't listened to the show, like for months now, I've been talking about how much I just dislike Finn Balor, and I'm like, they're just giving him a whole bunch of nothing and expecting, oh, he's got a cool jacket. Also, he's been getting lazy in the ring, and he's been lazy as a character because they won't give him anything. I started to actively dislike him.
He was getting Bray Wyatted where like they weren't giving him anything, and I don't really fault him for like getting complacent in the ring, but you could tell on Raw this week that he was basically a new man. He looked like he was enjoying himself. He was having a great time out there. He was smiling from ear to ear when he came out for that promo, and he was energized. He was reinvigorated, and he fucking went in the ring.
Yeah, like this is the best thing that happened to Finn Balor since coming to WWE.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning, not just Balor. Like everything I just said can also be applied to Gallows and Anderson. Like they've been stuck in a holding pattern too, and they also deserve way more than what they've been given. And they also just looked like new people in the ring this week.
And plus, in the backstage segment, they got the name drop a bunch of people from Japan, like Bad Luck Fale and all them.
Yep, Fale and Tama
and Carl Anderson's hot Asian wife.
Yep, like that's more that wrestling deep lore.
I mean, he has said that in WWE like a long time ago, but he kind of dropped it when they stopped letting them to be characters.
Yeah,
But now they are again, and it's great, and I love it. It's the best thing happening on Raw besides Braun
And
Strowman.
they got a big win.
Yeah, they beat Champions Club.
Yeah. God, fuck you, Jason Jordan.
Like,
You and your like weird entitled millennial gimmick. Like,
Jason Jordan's the fucking worst, but as a heel, it's amazing. I hate it.
Yeah. It sucks because he's another one of those, like, I think he's a wonderful wrestler, and they're just doing all the wrong things with him scenarios. Meanwhile, look at Gable. He's just doing great.
Oh, Gable's great. Don't you talk bad about Gable.
I would never talk bad about Gable. I never thought I would ever picture Gable as a heel, and he's killing it.
We're going to talk about him for sure. Don't you worry
about
that. But yeah, they beat the fake Shield in the main event of Raw. So that tells you how high they are in the Balor Club.
Yeah. It's almost as if Finn Balor is over.
Yeah, he's been like over in quotation marks, but now he's like actually over.
Yeah.
So bring it on.
And this is great because now one of my favorite things about SmackDown, which we'll get to, is I don't really know what they're doing and where they're going with it. And now that Balor Club is suddenly a force to be reckoned with, I don't know what they're going to do with them and where they're going for WrestleMania. And that makes me excited as a watcher because I hate knowing everything about wrestling despite being a mark that reads dirt sheets.
Yeah, and as a journalist who is part of, like, I wouldn't use the term dirt sheets for what I do. I actually like do investigation and talk to people, but I also do not know what's going to happen. And I think a lot of people in my position also don't know. And it's exciting.
Yeah, like it's nice to be surprised. I don't get surprised about Rock Band DLC anymore, so please give me this one thing, wrestling.
Johnny in the chat says, it's Raw creative, though. They're going to drop the ball on the Balor Club. And to you, I say, let me have some fun. Let us believe. We need something.
This was the dynamic of the Torque team. Johnny was the straight talker. I was the hopeful optimist. He was the realist.
Yeah, well, bada boom, realist guy in the chat room. How you doing?
How you doing, JB?
But yeah, that's all I got for Raw. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about. If you want to talk about Nia Jax or whatever the hell else.
There's one other thing I can talk about for Raw, but it's all that will come up for SmackDown, so we can wait.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's move on over to talk about SmackDown, which is the show that I cover for the website for the most part. This week I also had to write about Raw because I needed to talk about the grappling hook. So,
everyone needs to talk about the grappling hook.
Yeah, the first thing I want to get about SmackDown is a general thing that I noticed during the show. Why did everyone get entrances?
Why did?
Yeah, like, for example, remember the Becky Lynch versus Riot Squad match?
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte and Naomi got full entrances. Why?
Because Charlotte and Naomi are over?
But they're not in the match. Why did you don't get entry? Just walk out with Becky Lynch. It's a 2-hour show. We got to keep rolling. What are you doing?
Well, clearly they needed to fill time, but also Charlotte and Naomi established stars in their own right. They're not just hench women for the Riot Squad. So I can understand that one, especially when one of them is also the current women's champion.
But if you did during like the commercial break for the live crowd, I'd get it. But it just felt like a weird use of your 2-hour TV time. Because also Bobby Roode got a full entrance for the Mojo Zack Ryder match.
Well, we know why that happened.
But we didn't. We're gonna get it next week when he has his match. We don't need that.
Come on. But it's a weekly reminder that entrance pops.
Also, he wasn't even on commentary. Why was he there?
Yeah, that part confused me. He literally just showed up in the match and nothing else.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird. But yeah, because the reason I bring that up is also like there were a bunch of quick matches, And sometimes, like right for a match, we cut right to something else, or we cut into something else in the middle of something. It felt like they were rushed in moments, but also they needed to include all these entrances, and the show just had a weird flow to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I don't say this a lot about SmackDown, but watching like in ring wise, like this week was just kind of boring.
I would agree with that. I can't tell you anything that happened in the main event
Um,
aside from the
it's
match started 2 extra times.
it was pure shenanigans.
I like that word. Nice. I like it.
You can have it.
I will. I've claimed it. I'm going to mail it to myself. It is mine now.
There you go.
But let's get into the actual show and talk. Since I mentioned Charlotte and Naomi, Becky Lynch is back from filming the movie too.
Oh, yeah, she was in a movie, wasn't she?
She was in the same movie The Miz was in.
Oh, I hope she doesn't try to do an American accent.
It'd be really funny if she did.
It would.
I would watch that.
But yeah, no, I like Becky. She's great. She's fun. She's enjoyable. I'm glad to have her back.
She's good in the ring.
Yeah. What I am not happy about, and this is the other thing from Raw, is I don't think Ruby Riott should be getting pinned right now. I don't think members of Absolution should be getting pinned right now. I don't think the Riot Squad or Absolution should be losing cleanly at any moment at this time. They should be like getting dirty wins or getting countouts or DQs. Losing cleanly and tapping out is going to do nothing but make them look like chumps right now, and I don't understand why they're doing that.
I will give you that for Absolution. I will not give you that for the Riot Squad because the Riot Squad is garbage.
I really like 2/3 of the Riot Squad.
I think you're in the same boat that I'm in.
I love Ruby Riott.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the other girl.
All right, this is very important. Who's that other girl?
It's not Liv Morgan.
All right, good. Because Liv Morgan, you don't listen to the show. I hate her more than anything else in this company.
See, I don't hate Liv Morgan, but I also don't need two Carmellas.
No, she's not Carmella. Carmella is Staten Island. That's whatever. I don't give a shit. I deal with New Jersey garbage almost daily because they're right across the river from me. I don't need it in my wrestling show. And
yeah,
she just oozes toxic waste of New Jersey, and it kills me every time.
She's also just not very threatening.
And she's not good on the microphone. She's not good in the ring.
You look at Absolution, and like every single one of them looks like a legitimate threat. You look at the Riot Squad, and one, I don't really know why Ruby Riott is the leader outside of the obvious like name potential.
It's because she looks like Paige.
Yeah, like that's the only thing going. Like you really just kind of copy pasted, and something was lost in translation.
They're knockoff Absolution, and always been that way.
Yeah, they're even booked to lose the same way.
And the difference is that at least Absolution has a veteran in quotation marks in Paige, whereas these are all three women, and they're kind of directionless on this clusterfuck of a women's division on SmackDown.
Yeah, but like back to the original point, if you wanted to give them some direction, maybe build them up and not have them lose so quickly.
You're giving the booking in the women's division too much credit.
I'm not giving them any credit. I'm just calling it as I see it.
But Becky did need the win because
she did just come back. But I don't know about a clean tap out victory. Like maybe a distraction roll up victory or something fluky enough to still
a disqualification.
Yeah.
Or do the tap out by her being distracted by the others brawling on the outside.
Yeah, like something to still give Riot a little credibility.
Yep.
I don't expect much out of the Raw side of things, but I do expect a little bit out of SmackDown. They're usually at least like okay.
The women's booking has been ferocious though, because it's every time a title opportunity comes up, it's everybody in the pool. We need everyone involved. For example, see that lumberjack match, because they don't say lumberjill anymore.
It's a very generic let's give everyone time to shine thing.
And by doing that, nobody shines.
Yep. Except for Naomi, but she just kind of close.
I was gonna say except for Carmella. But she did not cash in. Tried though. I predicted that on the show. I said she was gonna try to cash in during the match.
Wonder when she will.
Maybe inside the Rumble.
That'd be weird.
If they put the champions in it because they need to fill spots. I mean, I can't imagine a Rumble without Charlotte and Alexa being in, because they're such big parts of the division. Why not let them to be in, and then if they win, they get to try to unify the belts?
I still have a sneaking suspicion that Alexa's used the belt for the Rumble. So
Before
I can still see
at?
her in it. Before.
Yeah, because there's no way they're putting women's title matches on this card. This card is already way too big.
Yeah, that's at least 2 hours for 2 matches right there.
Yeah, like they have 4 hours, but they already have like so many matches that they're going to give time. And it's luckily they have a pre-show. I can see the 2 tag title matches being on the pre-show, but still, this card is ridiculously filled.
Yeah, like I can see Alexa in, because I kind of feel like they'll give Asuka a title shot against Alexa and give her the belt to protect her from having to lose the Rumble.
All right, I just got an interesting update on my watch here.
Ooh.
That Triple H said a little something interesting about Ronda Rousey in the meeting they had.
Oh boy.
He said, "We're having conversations." Interesting timing. I just had to break that because I just got a message from someone about it. All
right.
But yeah, speaking, since we're talking about the women, back to the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky got the win, and it's bad for the Riot Squad, but it's good for Becky since they want to build her as an actual contender to win the Rumble, because I think she is the top person that could do it on SmackDown.
And what's good for Becky is good for me.
Indeed.
Also, what's good for Becky is good for Sami Zayn.
Yeah, because they're being partners.
Yeah. God, they're doing really good with these team ups.
Yeah. Most of them. The Bayley one's questionable.
Yeah, I mean, I'd walk with Elias, but I don't know if I'd want Bayley to.
No. I wanted her to be with Joe, but you do.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like the Nia Jax Apollo Crews teaming either. That's boring.
And weird.
But that's only because Enzo got hurt, so he was unable to be in there.
Yeah.
Also on SmackDown, remember how I mentioned the Bobby Roode entrance? Well, also there was a Mojo Rawley versus Zack Ryder match that was happening for the United States Championship tournament.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact for you. This will be the second time that I've attended a show in Philadelphia where a vacant United States Championship had its champion crowned.
What was the first one?
It happened 12 years ago today. Fact. Because Facebook reminded me. It was a best of 7 series between Booker T and a redacted name.
Ah,
okay.
And
Booker T was hurt, so he had Randy Orton filling in for him. But if Randy won, Booker still won the title, which happened.
It's
amazing.
That's a weird loophole.
It's so weird, but yeah, Randy Orton won the United States title for Booker. Amazing. I have a great picture that I posted on Twitter of him at ringside celebrating.
Incredible.
Wrestling is good sometimes.
Yeah, wrestling is good sometimes. Yeah, that Mojo Rawley though. I am so on board with him as a heel.
Oh, also, one quick thing that I missed in the chat about our women conversation is Johnny said, Rob, remember that time we fantasy booked Bailey to be Fem Cena? Not full Cena, though. And Creative just threw her under the bus?
Yep. That's
yeah,
the thing that happened.
Like Creative, I've also given up on Bailey ever succeeding on the main roster.
But Tish.
But yeah, tell me about Mojo and Zack Ryder, because Mojo's entrance theme is real bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those themes. They're all starting to bleed into the same. But aside from that, Bad Guy Raleigh is doing work, and I am way behind it. And he is somehow like low key turned into one of the best promos on SmackDown, if not the best.
You mean
he's almost got that Samoa Joe style eloquence to it all.
Excuse me, you mean the best promo on Twitter, because they don't show it on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's really dumb too. Like he is spitting fire on Twitter.
Is it dumb, or is it he's doing this so he can say what he wants instead of reading lines that he's written?
I mean, you could just have him do that backstage.
Yeah, but the micromanaging WWE will let him just say whatever he wants. Come on now.
Yeah, that's fair. Either way, like he's really good when he wants.
Yeah, he's doing the things Zack Ryder did. He going to social media and using that to build his character up, and it's working great.
Yeah, and his even his heel work in the ring is good. Like I love it. I never cared for him as a wrestler, but I do now. Like this style works better for him, much better.
I think this year he's going to be like a huge part of the mid card on SmackDown as a heel. And I'm really excited about it. He's great. I want him to feud with Ty Dillinger and then be the cornerstone of the mid card. Give it to me.
Could honestly see Mojo Rawley becoming the experiment of 2018.
Becoming the what?
The gender experiment.
Really? You think he's going to become champion?
If they do another surprise mid card, be Mojo. That's my call.
I would think they would do Baron Corbin before.
I
don't think they've given up on
I would have said that last year, but there's too much weirdness going on with him.
True.
Mojo at least is getting a solid push.
We'll see how solid it is after this tournament, though. You know,
after he becomes the first ever 2-time winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
No, because he's going to be the second to last one in there. Then Gronkowski's going to throw him out.
Yeah, I thought we were done talking about the Patriots.
Never. We're never done talking about the Patriots.
Welcome to Boston.
Yeah, this match was great. These two continue to have great matches, but it's time for Mojo to move on and take his spot as a top threat in the card. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. While we're at it, who are you calling for the USA tournament, and why is it Jinder Mahal?
Yeah, Jinder's gonna win it. He's gonna beat Bobby.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat Bobby Roode in the finals. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Shame. Really would love to see Xavier with the singles title.
You would, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because of the weird loophole he's trying to establish there. You know what Xavier's been saying, right? He's saying that if he's champion, all three of them are champion. That's not how singles belts work. That's never how it worked. Come on, Xavier. But yes,
you know
what?
I mean, that's a good way to talk about Sammy and Kevin, I guess.
Well, I also want to talk about Jinder real fast and say that his backstage, pre-shot promo was actually kind of decent.
Yeah, no, it was. I would even say good. Like it was short, it was to the point, and it was pre-recorded, which I think plays to all of Jinder's strengths on the microphone. Also, no rampant xenophobia, so there's that.
Hey, step up.
Yep.
That promo won worst promo of the year for this site.
I'm not surprised.
Not at all. The conversations we had during the deliberations were rough.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't want to talk about the main event quite yet because we need to talk about something very important.
Ooh.
That the team of Rusev and Aiden English are now referred to as Rusev Day.
That makes him an official team.
Official team, official name. Mwah! Chef kiss.
Ah, the
Beautiful. I love it.
best. Just give my boy what he deserves.
And Rusev rips his shirt off in tune with the Aiden English singing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Love it.
I could say nice things about Rusev for like weeks, but I was very worried about Aiden English when Simon Gotch was like, and I'm so glad to see him not just bounce back but thrive with a new teammate.
Yep. He's one of those people that needs someone to work off of.
Yeah, and like he's also like steadily growing in the ring.
Yeah,
and
sure.
He's another person that I always thought was more character than wrestler, and he's starting to prove me wrong.
Oh no, he's got the Guerrero in his family, even though not by blood. So he kind of has to.
Marrying to talent, that's the Triple H way.
Exactly. He's probably got some training from the family, so
He just hangs out with Chavo on the weekends or something.
Ooh, Chavo.
Yeah, there we go. That's a callback.
Of course. That's how this show works. But the important thing here is not Rusev Day. It's the fact that they lost to Breezango. Clean.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm so conflicted. I love them both.
Breezango needed this.
Yeah, like Breezango did need it.
As I mentioned in my article for SmackDown, which is over at ProWrestling.Cool, I love both these teams, but when they took the Fashion Files and they, banished it to WWE.com instead of being on the TV show, I was extremely worried about their push and going, oh no, they're gonna slowly fade them out to not exist anymore. But then they get this big win.
Yeah, now we only have to worry about the Ascension.
As long as the Ascensions stay attached to the Breezango, they'll be fine. Because they're really, really good on those segments.
Yeah, comedy team The Ascension is not something I thought would happen in 2017, but here we are.
Oh, come on. They started being a comedy team when they were with Stardust. The Cosmic Wasteland.
That was like ascended comedy. That was like played straight almost. I love that.
That's the best part is when it's played straight. Like they're kind of playing it straight now. They're like being goofy, but they're not winking while they're doing it. It's great.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see them win again. Remember when they were the longest reigning NXT tag team of all time?
I was at the match, their first NXT special match where they fought against Too Cool. If you can believe that.
I can't believe they were unstoppable. And
I love the Ascension then. I love them again now for completely different reasons.
Yeah. I kind of wish Creative loved them a little more, I guess.
Yeah, well, at least they had the Fashion Files. They got that going for them.
Yeah, that's true.
You were talking about Chad Gable earlier, so we need to talk about that injustice that they were complaining about in the ring.
He's such a prick, and I love it.
I love that Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable stole the Usos promo style and turned it into their own.
Yes, it works so well for them. And the free the tag team shirt, like all of that worked. They're so snotty, they're so sniveling, they're so like stuck up. It's the kind of heel stuff that I don't usually like. They're doing it so well. And they did do one of my favorite heel wrestling tactics, which is probably why I liked it. And it's call out bad booking logic.
Yeah. But to be fair, they were the illegal people.
They were like it was very illegal, and it like if they did win, I would probably just be complaining about that instead. But a referee's decision usually is final. When a match is turned over because of instant replay, I always call it out but about all the times it doesn't happen. But it also gave me what is my runner-up for best wrestling quote of 2018 so far, which is the referee has recognized his mistake and it apologizes.
Pretty good. Still not as good as Get These Hands.
Yeah. You saw that Elias clip, right? From the house show?
I was the one who sent it to you.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
That was me. I posted that in Discord and I added you immediately.
I was probably drunk.
Like, Robbie, you need to see this. It's his new hit single. It's called Get These Hands.
I was probably drunk when I saw that the first time.
And then you were drunk the other 20 times that you watched it.
Probably. I probably just watched it 20 times right there.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Get the looping forever. Great.
Before anyone asks, I'm not drunk right now.
Good, because that's the number one rule. You must be sober to be on the show.
Yep. Sign the release forms.
We do drug test. Wellness policy is in effect.
But what if you want to make me look strong?
We'll talk about that under the table. Don't.
All right.
All good. But yeah, the result of this was that we're going to get a fucking great match of these guys against the Usos in a 2 out of 3 falls match at the Rumble. Let's go.
Got our workhorse match. We in there.
It's going to be on the pre-show. I don't give a shit. It's going to be great.
Suddenly, I care about a pre-show.
Oh, anytime the Usos are on the pre-show, it's worth watching. Come on.
I mean, the downside is that happened way too much in 2017.
Yeah, until the end, and they decide that they deserve to be in a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, wait a second. This is the only good match we have scheduled for the video.
Yeah. They even were the opening match of that pay-per-view I went to in July. That was very bad. It was the one of the few highlights of the show.
Only highlight that show.
The Great Khali showed up. I was pretty stoked with that.
All right, moving right along.
The last thing we're gonna talk about all the Shane and Danny Bryan stuff that littered the show, including the main event.
Yeah,
these two are not on the same page. I don't think, despite what they keep saying.
Yeah, and that's another one of those magical little things where I don't actually know what the payoff to this is supposed to be. I was talking with someone at work over this, and I don't. They're both kind of doing things like that could be face-ish or heel-ish, and I feel like I know who should be the heel, and also I don't like who's gonna get the comeuppance. Like Daniel Bryan can't get the comeuppance; he can't even get touched right now. Like what's the deal? What's gonna go on here?
Wouldn't it be funny if right before WrestleMania, Doctor cleared him?
Wait, that's ideal goals.
It's very possible because he said that by WrestleMania time you will get a definitive answer.
I almost would bank on it, except I thought 2017 was going to be a good year too. I saw what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen.
I mean, the way 2016 ended, I was like, from here, and then 2017 happened. So I'm not going to make that mistake again in 2018, and I'm going to say that I don't deserve nice things, and Daniel Bryan will retire from the WWE without jumping into another ring.
Well, he'll jump into another ring. It's not WWE.
Well, I mean jumping into another WWE.
I mean, they cleared Kurt Angle. Come on.
Yeah, that's...
Come on.
I feel like that's probably exactly what Daniel Bryan is doing backstage right now as we speak.
Yeah, he said, come on!
Just pointing at pictures of the Kurt Angle poster for Survivor Series. Like, look at it! Like, I can point at the individual discs. Come on, guys.
Let me at him. Come on.
But I feel like they could even get away with like a Brett versus Vince WrestleMania style thing where like Daniel doesn't have to take a single bump and just let him beat the shit out of Shane. Like people would probably be okay with that.
As long as he can hit the running knee.
Yeah. Or like a yes lock or something. Like I want
It needs to be the knee. That's the pop right there.
Excuse me. I need you to say the full name of that move.
What's the running goat?
That's the knee that beat John Cena.
Oh, right. The knee that beat John Cena.
Yes.
That's right. It confirmed it did happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what other knee also beat John Cena? Shinsuke Nakamura's.
Yep.
Get that
so that suplex.
Yep.
But
yeah. I could the way I see this going, I see it going that Daniel Bryan is a agent of chaos that is just stirring up shit to eventually break Shane McMahon and turn him into a heel. Just so he has an excuse to get back in the ring. This is a plot by his character to get an in.
I almost feel like you mentioned that he's like true chaotic neutral now, and it's great because he's kind of like calling it down the middle. He doesn't care if you're a face, but if you fuck with him, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And if you get in his face and you start saying shit, then he's just gonna book you in a really shitty match because you should have left him alone. He's having a bad week.
Yeah, and you said a certain word that could be construed into a match.
That's it.
That happened last week with the handicap match. That happened this week with the 2 out of 3 falls match. It's pretty smart. Because technically they are saying these things. He's just giving them what they want, even if they didn't actually want it. Good.
And then Bobby Roode's going to be like, well, wow, geez, you might as well lock me up in some kind of Punjabi prison. Because I'm going to beat him down.
Let me just tell you something. The Punjabi prison is very large. It very well could still be here. They could have a Punjabi prison that...
I hope not.
Saying it may have never left the building. I'm not saying I want it because I couldn't see jack shit during that match.
Well,
saying it's possible. Have you seen the pictures I posted? You can't see shit.
I remember, like the cameramen couldn't even see. How could anyone in the crowd see it?
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. We didn't know how to react to things. We're like, did something happen? Did the door close? I don't know.
That's probably right up there with being live for the House of match.
Oh man, I would have loved to have been live for the House of Horrors match. That shit's stupid. I love it.
The best.
I was there for the flag match at Battleground where they took place on the stage and they said, hey, people on the floor probably can't see the stage from here because we don't have an elevated ramp. Let's not put it on the screen above them because we need to put these pictures of flags there. Literally no one could see what was happening. And I love flag matches. I didn't get to see it. It sounded awesome.
What a dumb pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I'm so glad I went. I have it off my bucket list that I've seen a Punjabi prison, and also I legitimately like flag matches, so it works.
Someone has to.
Yep. But yeah, then so Brian was doing that those shenanigans. Shane opened the show by flipping the handicap match and having Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match against AJ Styles and his personal Undertakers, Nakamura and Randy Orton. Pretty much what they are at this point. They're just puppets for Shane that just act people that he commands. He really had nothing else going on.
Yeah, I'm very sad about that because I love Nakamura, and for a time he was my favorite wrestler, and like there's still a tinge of me that wants Nakamura to be my favorite wrestler again, but
Hey,
SmackDown just makes it harder and harder every week,
hey, man.
doing nothing.
Waiting for the build of WrestleMania. Him and Styles. Let's go.
Yeah, like rekindle it. I'm ready. I'm here. Like build that feud. Give me that because you don't have anything else for your main event right now.
They're gonna do that after Fastlane. It'll be fine.
They have to, and they better fucking do it right.
Knowing those two,
I swear to God, I'll cancel my network subscription. You know I will. You know I will.
I don't know you will.
I won't.
Of course you won't. You're gonna fucking want to watch Takeover and everything.
It's $9.99 a month.
Here's the kicker. I only use it for pay-per-views. Here's the kicker, though. You don't need to have it because we're gonna be hanging out during WrestleMania in person.
We are.
It's during PAX.
Oh,
WrestleMania is during PAX. I'm gonna have a bunch. I'm gonna be getting a bunch of people together to watch it. You're fucking invited.
Fucking shit! Party at my house or something. Do you need a venue?
We're gonna find a bar or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be organizing something. Don't worry about it. We can talk about it off the air.
Yeah.
The point is, you and I are gonna be hanging out, watching Takeover and WrestleMania.
Hell yeah! Fuck it. There we go. Personalized graps.
There you go. You don't even need the network. It's all good.
All right. Note to self: do not apply to do anything at PAX.
Exactly. All nights are filled.
Boom. We're just gonna have 4 nights of wrestling, just like everyone else in WrestleMania.
Yep. But yeah, Shane did that stuff at the beginning, and then also during the handicap match, he fucked with them more by making it no countouts at one point, and then making it no disqualifications at another point, just to fuck them over. Even though technically they'd lost the matches all those other times too.
Yep. He just wanted to see them get pinned.
Yeah. Shane is totally going to turn into the heel.
He has to. He's a McMahon.
That's exactly the point. Danny Bryan is setting it up just so he can beat up a McMahon.
Might as well. It's what you get for not letting him wrestle all these years.
Yep. So, that's all I got for SmackDown, unless you have anything else you want to mention.
No, that's kind of it. Aside from the weird fact that the Usos were not actually on TV this week.
That's how SmackDown works. People disappear some weeks because they only have 2 hours.
It's nice too because SmackDown's more of a work show, and it allows them to actually take a break and relax.
It's kind of like NXT, where some people show up every other week or whatnot.
Yeah.
Speaking of NXT, now's the part where we're going to talk about NXT because we both watched it before we went on the air, and
we sure did.
You wrote a bunch of notes.
I did. I took it real serious.
Which, for the folks at home, if you want to check out Robbie's notes, you can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/PWC. And for just $1 a month, you get to read these notes. And he wrote a bunch of them.
And they're all dumb.
Why don't you, fish through these and talk to me about this show?
Well, you said fish.
I did on purpose, yes.
Yes, the very first note of my show is Bobby Fish has the best facial hair in NXT, hands down.
Yeah, these guys had an opening promo that was pretty much NWO style, and it was great.
The Undisputed Era is great.
They're just hanging out backstage, their music's playing. It's
the best thing about old school teams where every single one of them is a threat on them, but together they are just something far, far greater than they have any right to be. They all lend themselves to each other. They all bring something special to the table, and they're the second best thing on NXT in my opinion right now.
Oh, it's number 1.
Oh, I am the world's foremost Aleister Black stan. I need everyone to know that.
I get it. He's pretty good.
He's the best.
Yeah, Undisputed Era kicked off the show with this cool promo. And then we find out that this is the start of the tapings at the center stage in Atlanta.
Yeah,
aka the former home of WCW Saturday Night.
it was real weird watching everyone just kind of like jump down those stairs. There was no ramp. It was very strange.
I had a friend who was at the show, and he showed me pictures of the stage setup, and it was very weird because
Yeah.
you had the elevated stage, and then the ring was positioned like Fire Pro on that angle, like Fire Pro.
Yeah, that also looked real weird, but it was like it was kind of cool because it's nice to see something different than the traditional Full Sail setup.
Yeah, but also they tried to shoot it the same way, with the camera being near the entranceway, but elevated it a little bit to give it a slight different angle, which was nice.
Yeah. You know what wasn't nice though?
The opening match.
Uh let's first talk about that theme song.
Oh, you mean the theme where it starts off with the Four Horsemen?
Why did you have actual horses
That's how.
in
Have you heard the theme for the Four Horsemen?
Yeah, I know, but like why did you give it to the Four Horsewomen? Like I didn't like it back
No,
then.
here's
I
the
don't
problem.
like it
No,
now.
your question should be, why didn't they give them that sick guitar like the Four Horsemen?
Yeah, like I just I don't give a fuck about horses neighing.
Oh, come on. The Four Horsemen has, I think, the greatest theme in wrestling history.
Are they are the rest of the horsewomen going to actually show up though?
I mean, Ronda's on her way.
Yeah, that's they're not called the two horsewomen.
I'm sure the other two are coming with
And
her.
I don't know. I never liked the horses neighing and the four horsemen's theme. I thought it was silly.
Maybe they'll get rid of it.
Yeah. But the match, if you want to call it that, like
Oh,
it was
you mean the mauling?
yeah, it was just a good old fashioned mugging. And it sucks because I love Dakota Kai to death. She
Yeah.
deserves so much more than just getting jobbed out. But
Oh, she didn't get jobbed out. She had her fucking arm broken.
she got destroyed.
Like, I
Like
legit think she got her arm fucked up because there's
like
no
it
way that.
looked so gross and they just kept going back to it.
Yeah, I don't think that was her being flexible. I think she legit just fucked her arm up.
I
'Cause the way
I'm
she
going
was screaming,
to
that was legit. Those were not selling screams. Those were real screams.
I don't know. I've made that mistake before. I'm gonna make like err on the side of optimism here and say that she's fine and just really fucking good at what she does because she's like an uber white meat babyface.
I'll say
But
this: I bet she did not feel great after that.
oh, she probably didn't. Like I don't think there's any way in hell that you're gonna step into the ring with Shayna Baszler and feel great afterwards. And that's not like a knock on Shayna.
Oh,
Even though I don't think
I have all the knocks in the world because I put
yeah,
her. I
I
put
know
her.
that you do not like her.
I put her match against. Well, number one, she was my worst. The website's worst female superstar of the year, but also, well, no, actually, no, she was the runner-up because Sexy Star was the worst, but
Ha,
for obvious reasons. But
yeah.
her match against Kairi Sane in the Mae Young Classic Finals was one of our worst matches of the year because yeah, Shayna doesn't know how to sell, and also she doesn't know how to let up on her hits, and probably gave Kairi Sane like 2 concussions.
Yeah.
She's reckless, and I don't like her, and I don't like watching her beat up people for real. It's why I don't watch UFC. I don't want to see it.
I I'm gonna give some positives to the quote unquote match tonight though. Like she has really good character. It was really on display tonight, and I feel like she can kind of lean on that for the time being.
Was it character work, or was she just being an asshole? Because she is an asshole.
I mean, that's part of why it's great. You're
That's
not
fair.
sure.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But like it worked. It was expertly done. I wanted to boo her not just because I think Dakota Kai is great, but also because she just seemed like an asshole Also, fun fact, I learned tonight that Shayna Baszler is from Sioux Falls. So I texted Alyssa about that, and now Shayna Baszler is Alyssa's favorite wrestler.
Oh boy. Has she seen her?
She remembers her from the Mae Young Class. She's not actually Alyssa's favorite wrestler, but she
Good.
thinks it's really cool that somebody from Sioux Falls is also like a legitimate badass in the world of fighting.
Yeah, there's a legitimate badass in the WWE from Philadelphia. His name is Drew Gulak. Have you seen his PowerPoints?
No, I have not.
Well, they should make some time to see the PowerPoints. He has about 1,000 slides. It'll take a while.
Yeah. Speaking of things that aren't PowerPoints,
good
after
transition. What do you got?
We had that short but sweet-ish Authors of Pain promo, I believe.
Where the Authors of Pain spoke English for some of it?
Yeah, that was real weird.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like
at the beginning, I could have sworn that whichever one that was, Akama Razor, he forgot that their characters don't speak English and just switched in the middle.
Yeah, like I'm of the boat that if you have a manager, you don't really need to do any talking. Excuse
me, Brock Lesnar disagrees.
I mean, he just doesn't want to do any talking. There's a difference.
He's gonna make you piss yourself.
Wow.
Blood and piss and vomit and whatever else he said that one time.
Backstage Brock Lesnar promos don't count.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, like you got Paul Ellering standing right there. You probably don't need to do any speaking. Is what I'm saying.
I think it worked well. I think
it was cool.
I liked the balance.
I thought it. Yeah, like I thought it was cool, but I don't know if I was ready to hear the Authors of Pain speak English. I think I was just thrown back because that happened. Honestly.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Because the one started in English and went to Samoan or whatever the language they're doing, and then the other one was in that language and it switched into English. It was weird.
It was odd, but it worked. It was a nice backdrop, at least.
Paul Ellering sounded intense as fuck.
He's real good at that.
Yes. What else you got?
Oh, we got that Cassius Ohno match
against Raul Mendoza.
Yep. I didn't care about it.
Weird. Cassius Ohno match you didn't care about. I don't believe it. It's as if he's kind of hit and miss.
Yeah, it's almost like he's great when he's great, but when he has a match with no stakes against someone that I don't really know anything about and it's just kind of there, why watch it?
Yeah, I kind of zoned out during this.
Yeah, it was just the extended squash match to fill time, basically.
Yep, indeed.
Luckily, Zelina Vega showed up right afterward.
I don't understand why all of a sudden the backstage interviews in NXT are all, we have all these fake reporters with iPhones now.
Yeah, it's a weird touch, but I assume it's because of the way Zelina Vega is.
No, but this is everybody does this now. Like they've done it with Lars, they've done it with the Iconic Duo, they've done it with Ember Moon. They do it with everybody, and it's weird. I'm like, where are these reporters coming from? And why is there always one NXT mic that you're actually using to mic it?
I don't know, but I do know that Zelina Vega is great and is probably one of, if not the best managers in wrestling right now.
Paul Heyman. Paul Ellering.
That's why I said one of, if not the. That leaves room for argument.
Okay, I'm saying because there's two.
She's
very good though.
Yeah, she's just let her take the compliment. Jeez.
No, she has to earn it.
I think she more than has.
I need to hang out with her in a couple weeks. For research
purposes. I would also put her above Paul Ellering at the very least.
I think she needs more time before I say that. I do really like her work with Johnny Gargano though, which we're gonna get more of.
I think Paul Ellering needs to do more in NXT.
I mean, Zelina's gonna do the ultimate troll to Johnny Gargano though at Takeover Philadelphia. You know that, right?
Yeah,
You know how she
that's
keeps,
gonna be great.
you know how she keeps having these DIY shirts that she keeps wearing.
Mm-hmm.
This time she's gonna have the actual other member of DIY show up and murder him.
Well, yeah, like that. It's been long enough, right?
I mean, it's gonna happen at Takeover Philadelphia, and I'm gonna lose my shit when it.
Yeah, like it's been plenty of time. He's healed, right? He's ready. He should be good
I
to
can
go.
tell you, he will be there,
Yeah,
and he is
like
going to fuck some shit up.
there's no doubt in my mind. Like it's time. We're ready for that feud. I don't think we're ready for that feud, but it's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm ready. This is WrestleMania weekend. Let's go.
Yeah. Speaking of Johnny Gargano, you know who he was?
What?
The Dream, baby.
I mean, who is the Dream? Besides the Dream.
The Dream is the Dream. The Velveteen Dream.
Tell me more about the Dream.
Oh God, he is. How does someone grow so much so fast?
Easy.
Like,
You just take something from The Rock, which is you refer to yourself as the and your name over and over.
and it just becomes the entire arc of like the one of the best feuds in NXT in 2017. And like I was worried like are like that can't just be it from him. Like don't let him plateau there. And then he just shows up in this fucking Gargano promo and owns the entire thing.
Yeah, he stole the scene.
He's so good.
Yeah, the Dream is the best.
I want to see Dream versus Gargano like right now.
Well, I can give you a minor spoiler and say that you're going to get that.
I know. I read those tapings too.
I tend not to, except when it's for a takeover that I'm attending and I need to know the card.
I tend to read them because I can't guarantee that I have time or want to make time to watch NXT on Wednesday. Because after 5 hours, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
I'm right there with you, but I have a job where I have to.
Yep. That's why I don't play Rock Band at home every night.
I don't blame you. Don't blame me. I still go to wrestling though. I'm an idiot.
The next note I have is I probably shouldn't talk about bands, so I'm gonna skip that one.
You don't want to talk about how Asking Alexandria has 2 theme songs for this takeover from the same album? Because what the fuck?
I mean, that album did just come out.
Oh, 2 songs? No
Yeah.
one gets 2 songs. It's illegal.
I don't get to have music opinions, so
You know what? You don't have to. I'm having them for you. This is fucking stupid, but I don't care because the music does not affect the quality of the pay-per-view.
Unless it's Code Orange doing Aleister Black's intro.
Why aren't they having bands from Philadelphia? We have plenty of them.
Yeah, no, that is weird. I'll give you that one.
We have a very good music scene here.
You gotta have something.
We have a lot of things. Shut up.
Yeah, Street Profits got a lot of things too now. They've got a number 1 contenders match.
They've also apparently had their own camera.
Yeah, they also have Regal doing. I can't even remember the name of the dance, but man, William Regal,
Regal's
American
great.
treasure.
Have you ever seen him freestyle rap? He is a treasure.
He's so good at every single aspect of everything this industry does, and it's so easy to forget that sometimes.
Why isn't Regal in the Hall of Fame?
Why isn't Regal in the Hall of Fame?
This is a legitimate question. Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
Like he's right up there with like Bischoff as like why hasn't this happened yet? Actually, no, he's above Bischoff.
He is.
Why hasn't this happened yet?
He's a multi-time European champion.
Yeah,
and a tag team champion.
He's in everything. He's
King of the Ring. General manager of Raw. General manager of NXT.
I'm sad now.
It'll happen.
He's a real man's man.
We don't bring that part up though.
Oh, I will.
Did you know one time on I think it was Main Event or
It was Main Event. I watched that
no,
match.
it might have been Superstars.
Yeah, no, it was Superstars. I don't know if Main Event was even a thing yet.
He had the match with Daniel Bryan, and
yeah,
the music, he came out to the man's music, and he did not know that was gonna happen.
It was great. That's wrestling is good sometimes.
Wrestling is good sometimes. It's good right now, actually, which is weird.
Yeah, ain't gonna last probably.
Shut up. Enjoy it in the moment.
Okay.
Live in the moment. Tell me about how Regal said they're gonna fight the Authors of Pain now, and goodbye Street Profits.
Yep. You had your fun.
Now you're dead.
Rip. Speaking of dead people, I had in my notes, and I quote, "Oh wow, Leo Rush lives."
Oh, that's nice.
And then Lars Sullivan comes out, and I put, "Oh wow, Leo Rush is dead."
Can we talk about Lars's entrance?
It's a really good entrance.
Holy fucking shit! Where did that come from?
I don't know when it debuted, but he had that entrance last week for the Fatal 4-Way, and it was really good.
I didn't see last week because I was on my vacation from wrestling.
Yeah, it was. He's got a really good entrance, and he's also steadily improving in the ring.
Because here's the thing, they do the thing where they did with Nia Jax, where they have the close up of his face, but he actually looks fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking freak.
That's why he won our best newcomer award.
Yeah,
he's great.
He murdered Leo Rush as expected.
Well, yeah, because Leo Rush is a fucking goober.
And then he turbo murdered him from the top rope.
He's a fucking goober. Fuck Leo Rush.
Yep. Yeah, he was not ready for Lars Sullivan.
Leo Rush should just stick to saying terrible shit on Twitter.
Yeah, or no selling table spots in CCW.
Oh, Jesus. That's true. Yeah.
Yep. I do kind of think that Lars needs a new finisher, though, in my opinion.
I don't know. Braun Strowman also has a running slam.
That's my problem with it. It's not that I think it's a bad finisher. I think it just looks
But imagine these two fighting.
But they're he's just NXT's Braun. He's even
imagine them in a tag team.
That I'm sure, but have different finishers.
They slam everybody. They slam two people. They slam two people in the ring at once, and the ring blows up. Let's go.
Okay, I guess I'm into this now.
But
he's got to grow a beard.
I mean, obviously.
Okay.
Going to become other Braun.
Also, he wasn't terrible on the mic. Wasn't good, but it was fine for where he's at.
But don't you understand his character? He's like a calculated genius monster. I like it.
He's Rowan?
No, but actually like an actual monster. He's like
okay.
He's like a smarter version of Braun.
I can dig it.
Yeah. Like he talks eloquently and shit, and it's
dude. After that was more Undisputed Era shit. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the part where they killed Sanity?
Yeah, just murdered them all.
They said, "Hey, here's this deconstructed War Games cage. We're gonna kill you with it."
Surprise! You're dead. No tag team match for us, lol.
I mean, that's how it works. If you win by forfeits, kind of smart.
Yeah, one of the many things about that team that I noticed again every time I watch them. Kyle O'Reilly in particular has this really, really incredible just heel swagger to him. The way he walks out, the way he moves and whatnot. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It's he walks out like the most cocky, slimy, disgusting heel, but then he gets in the ring and turns into a fucking animal, and it's incredible to me.
Yeah, the character work of the Undisputed Era so far has really surprised me.
Yeah. Also, it was either him or Bobby who had the line when they were gloating about how Sanity wasn't out there, and Wonder was like, "I can run up to the roof to remind them," and I burst out laughing.
That's really good. That's a really good
And
line.
also, like Nikki Cross, like having to be held back because she was about to go beat the shit out of all three of them herself. Like one day, they're going to just unleash her on another like man in the ring, and she's going to tear them apart, and it's going to be the best.
I can't wait. I mean, they let Becky Lynch and Ellsworth have a intergender match. Let's go.
Yeah, like I just want to see her rip somebody's head off.
Yes. Put her in the mixed match challenge. Let's go.
Who would she even team with?
Take Alexa out and you put her with Braun.
I'm down. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it. There we go. Yeah. It's weird. I didn't put anything in my notes about Roderick Strong, but Roderick Strong came out and interrupted William Regal. Why do people interrupt William Regal for one? Like, don't do that.
Assholes.
Yeah, like let the man talk. Like,
well, you just say I'm taking this opportunity because you're gonna find somebody, but I want to be the found. So look at me, I'm right here.
Yeah, like, at least finish a sentence. Like, don't be a dick about it. Stand there and wait your turn.
You probably told the person with the music cue, like, wait till he finishes, and the button slips. Like, oh fuck, I gotta go out now. Okay, now I'm the bad guy.
Now I've got egg on my.
Now I'm the bad guy.
Ugh. And Aleister Black comes out without his cool entrance, but it's okay because he's Aleister Black.
One, they're in a small venue. Two, surprise, it's Aleister Black.
Yeah, like surprise Aleister Black is literally in my notes as surprise Aleister Black.
Yep. It's good.
They were surprisingly all right as a tag team too. Like, I don't want to see them team up because they're both better than that, but it was good.
It worked for the situation.
Yep. And we interrupt that match to bring you a commercial about Philadelphia.
Oh, you put that in the notes?
The exact thing I put in the notes was in before Owen screams about this commercial.
Yo, this commercial's old because we saw it at the last take.
Yeah,
and this commercial still doesn't use the new logo, which the new logo for Takeover is fucking awesome.
But it's your takeover. Yeah, and I knew you would like it.
Oh, I love it. It's a colonial theme in Revolutionary War. We're doing the stars with the 7 stars on the left, the 6 stars on the right.
You had your shout out to Geno's.
Love Geno's. Geno's is great.
Everyone loves Geno's. The Rock loves Geno's.
Yeah, I mean, some people like Pat's more, and some people like.
All I needed was a Wawa in the background.
They didn't even have the Liberty Bell. So it's fine.
Yeah.
They're saving that for the full pack. And also they're gonna have to use that imagery for the Rumble as well.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if they still did custom sets and the Rumble they had the Art Museum steps that they had to run down.
I mean, they might. Who knows?
They won't.
They won't.
They're just gonna use the mix the 2 branded set, the one with the Raw top part and the SmackDown bottom part.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the Rumble is a both brands pay-per-view.
Yeah, because they're also doing a Raw and a SmackDown after.
Yeah, I don't know why I would forget that, but I do.
I mean, it's even NXT is gonna be involved. Everyone's
You gotta fill those slots.
Maybe the Boogeyman will show up again. The Boogeyman was at the one I was at in 2015.
Maybe they'll have the Godfather.
I mean, he'll be there in 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The rest of my notes are basically just talking about how great Fish and O'Reilly are, because like they're just my favorite tag team to watch because their offense is just amazing.
I do have a fun note though about the finish there.
I mean that's really all I have, just talking about how great they are. So you can just go right to that finish.
So my friend, I told you I had a friend who was at the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know the part where Adam Cole had Aleister Black chase him up into the crowd?
Yeah.
Fun fact, where he ran, there was nowhere to go. So that's why when you see Adam Cole just sitting there crouched, it's because he's literally trapped. He did not know.
Oh.
There's the arena they're in is very small. That was not an exit.
Oh. All right.
That's why they were just standing there awkwardly. It's really funny.
That makes sense.
My friend was like, they were very confused when that happened. It's like, wait, you kind of just have to stand there because you can't run away. Good stuff.
I did find it really cool that the main event of this NXT show had Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Bebe, Roderick Strong, and Nigel McGuinness. It was just like a big. Well, they're like all 5 of the people I mentioned are from Ring of Honor.
True.
It was just a big old Ring of Honor takeover,
Atlanta,
which wouldn't be a bad takeover in the future, I guess.
Yeah, Atlanta is a good hotbed of Ring of Honor stuff too, so it works.
Yeah.
You know what else is a big hotbed of Ring of Honor stuff?
That was announced?
I'm talking Philadelphia.
Oh.
Philadelphia is a big. We have lots. We had the War of the Worlds shit here.
Oh. See, I actually
and they
don't ever get around to watching Ring of Honor.
And they just had a big event here recently too. Ring of Honor is always here.
Boston just had a big wrestling event not too long ago.
Yeah. What was it called?
Heavy is the Crown, I think.
No, I saw him at the WWE one, the TLC.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Wow, you didn't even go to the pay-per-view in Boston?
That costs money.
Get cheap seats. Who cares?
If I'm going to a pay-per-view, I'm getting good seats. We had that conversation.
It's fair. That's fair. I'm in the middle of doing that right now for the Rumble.
Yep.
We do not need to go into that on the show. It's a very terrifying thing that I'm doing.
Yep. It's a fun thing to watch on a day-by-day basis.
I'm constantly checking at all times.
But yeah, the Undisputed Era won that match.
Sure did.
You could say it was an undisputed victory.
Why would you say that?
Because it was.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they killed Aleister Black. Which was nice. It was, I mean, it's not nice. They're bad guys.
Hmm?
It further proved that Adam Cole is really, really good at being despicable and slimy.
Yeah, that chair spot.
Every time someone does a chair spot and the chair doesn't break, like I cry inside because that just looks so painful. And then Rico came out and gave all of the Philadelphians the news they wanted to hear.
I mean, it's whatever.
You don't care about going extreme in Philadelphia, you of all people?
No, because we always do that. It's what we do. We literally have a House of Hardcore show on the Friday before the Rumble.
Yeah.
We get it. We like the hardcore wrestling. Next year tells we like cheesesteaks. I can't fucking believe it. Holy shit.
But you do.
I know we do. You don't have to tell us. We get it.
Okay. Does Tommy Dreamer sell any Tommy shirts yet?
I mean, this is the House of Hardcore, so I'm sure he's sells it.
Yeah, but he doesn't sell any shirts from the podcast.
You cut out there. What did you say? He
doesn't sell any shirts from a stupid Edge and Christian podcast segment yet.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think WWE owns the rights to that shit.
Oh, they don't, because Edge and Christian's podcasts are not for WWE.
You mean the podcast? You don't mean the TV?
Yeah, show. God, I don't care about the TV show. I care
TV
about
show is really good. Come on, TV show is real good.
That required me to use my network for something that is not a pay-per-view.
Fair enough. So is that it for NXT?
According to my notes.
Right. Well, great. Then this has been Heel Turn, a production of ProWrestling.Cool. What's the tagline, Robbie?
You gotta make me remember. It's not cool. It's
not
dot
just
cool.
it's not just cool. It's not cool.
It's not lay cool.
It's
dot cool.
There you go. Perfect. You nailed it. And we do the show live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time over at twitch.tv/ozone online and on YouTube if you search for ProWrestling. As long as we also have the website, ProWrestling.Cool, where we have articles up every week about Raw and SmackDown. We're covering New Japan now. We got win-loss statistics up there, reviews, hot takes about certain topics. It's a great website. You should check it out. patreon.com/PWC, where you can help fund us to keep doing the stupid shit that we do, starting at $1 a month. It's a good deal, and it really helps us. We have Twitter at The Heel Turn and at PWDOTC. Our Facebook is at PWDOTC. And Robbie, where can we find you?
You can find me at VApathyV.
Apathy.
I don't do any fun things outside of Twitter and work, but if you care about what I do at work, play Drop Mix. It's real nice.
Play the Drop Mix, play the Super Beat Sports,
play the rock bands.
If you can find a connect, play Dance Central.
Good luck with that.
Fair. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at @the_ozone. Robbie, thank you so much for filling in this week. It has been a pleasure talking with you.
Thanks for having me.
And maybe
it was fun.
Maybe next time some real dumb shit happens in wrestling, I'll call upon you again.
Better than Owen.
Better than John.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a hostile takeover.
No.
Okay,
get
fine.
out! Get out of my house!
Better than Oscar?
That's a low bar.
That's all I'm here for.
We'll be back next week, everybody, and we'll talk to you then. See ya.
Later.